What information court employees can and cannot provide you? Court employees can provide legal definitions. Legal terminology can be confusing. Providing definitions of legal terms or procedures helps the public understand the court system and does not involve the unauthorized practice of law. Court employees cannot provide legal interpretation. Court support staff cannot provide legal interpretations because it would be considered the unauthorized practice of law and would violate the concepts of neutrality and impartiality. Court employees can provide procedural definitions and explanations. Court procedures can be confusing. Explaining various procedures increases the public's understanding of the system and does not violate the concept of neutrality. Court employees cannot provide procedural advice. Court support staff cannot give procedural advice, because in doing so, they may favor one party over another, or may encourage or discourage a party from a particular course of action. You must remain impartial and neutral at all times. You can, however, point out various factors that individuals can consider to make the decision themselves. Court employees can provide cites for statutes, court rules, and ordinances. Legal terminology can be confusing. Providing definitions of legal terms or procedures helps the public understand the court system and does not involve the unauthorized practice of law. Court employees cannot provide research of statutes, court rules, and ordinances. Court support staff cannot provide legal interpretations because it would be considered the unauthorized practice of law and would violate the concepts of neutrality and impartiality. Court employees can provide case information that is a matter of public record. Court support staff can provide case information that is public. Most court records are considered public records and therefore are available to the public. Court employees cannot provide confidential case information. Court support staff cannot disclose non-public or confidential information. It is very important that clerks understand what information is confidential. Court employees can provide general information about court operations. Court employees have considerable knowledge and information about how a court functions. Sharing this knowledge of general court operations is not considered legal advice. Court employees cannot provide confidential information about court operations. Court employees cannot disclose confidential information about court operations or ex parte communications because it can give one side an unfair advantage. Court employees can provide options. You can provide information on the various procedural options available and can explain how to do something. Court employees cannot provide opinions. You cannot give an opinion on or otherwise advise parties to use a particular procedure or remedy. Court employees can facilitate access. Most people are not familiar with the court system. They often cannot describe their problem in legal terms. Court staff are gatekeepers to the system. It is their job to ensure that the court system is accessible. Court employees cannot deny or discourage access, nor encourage litigation. Most people are not familiar with court procedures or terminology. Legal advice should not be used as an excuse not to provide service. If the question is not asked in the right way, take the time to clarify what is being asked. Court employees can provide general referrals. General referrals can be made to agencies and associations that can provide additional information and assistance. Court employees cannot provide subjective or biased referrals. Employees of the court must remain neutral and impartial and cannot make referrals to specific individuals. Court employees can distribute forms and instructions on how to complete forms. Court employees must facilitate access to the court system. Court employees cannot fill out forms unless there is a handicap or physical disability that prevents the person from filling out the form. Court employees should not fill out forms for parties because it violates the principles of neutrality and impartiality. However, there may be some situations where it is appropriate for clerks to record information on a form. Some examples include language barriers, illiteracy or foreign language, and physical handicaps, blindness or deafness.